You can tell a person's character by their first action. Check me then, eh?
You don't feel that vibe.
I dey feel that vibe, oh.
Energy.
You dey feel that vibe. I dey feel that vibe, oh. You know what it is? It's your boy, man, Davido. I tell you, this time you're not joking, oh. I told you we're bringing you back to back to back to back to back. This time I'm here with one nice lady. Hey, Charlie, the girl fine. You know, and I tell you, it's all about the vibes. You know, when you see me around, it's all about the vibes. Normally we are outside, but this time we've come inside. This one, I can't let the sun burn her. Skin is nice. About what I talk. Her skin is so nice, you know, and I can't wait to introduce her. So we just rush into it. Hello. I tell you, it's all about the vibe, Charlie. You see, how you doing?
I'm fine, David. How are you?
Not bad. Before this lady, I say one of the best actresses in town. She's so good, Charlie. I'll let her introduce herself, please. What's your name?
You want me to introduce myself on your show?
Oh,
can you imagine this?
Hey, okay. Let me. Her name is. Oh, amazing Effie, Charlie. Amazing Effie. Please, okay. Please, I can't really introduce you.
Yeah,
you know,
I feel you.
I'm a little bit shy. You see, when I see nice girls, like I say, I start shaking. I don't know why. Yeah, I'll let her introduce herself.
Okay, my name is Effie Nkrumah. Hi, everyone.
Hey, so Madam Effie, is that just your name, or like do you have a nickname, or
I mean,
what's up?
I have nicknames, but if you want, like, professionally, I go by Effie Nkrumah or Effie. In Ghana for a long time as a poet, I was going by Benuma, which is actually, it's a cute little name. It's my acronym and then my surname that I put together. But everyone thought it was my real name. So sometimes once in a while you're in town and someone's like, hey, Benuma, and you're like, okay, well, I found a personal part. I get, what other names do I have? Efficiency. I have
Ephesians chapter 3 verse 1 to 6. Efficiency. Hey.
Because I'm efficient.
Okay.
I have effervescence because I'm bubbly. What's my other one? F-star. When I was very young, it was very cool to call me F-star. Whatever. Fuzzball.
That's the nicknames, yeah.
Fuzzball. When I was very young, before political correctness was a thing, before I understood race, Fuzzball was one I used to get called because I have natural hair. I used to wear it very high. So they would call me Fuzzball back in school. What else have I got? There's a lot of nicknames out there.
I'll tell you something. The first time I met her, Charlie, the way I was so shy. We had a project. And they said someone was coming. We were like, hey, so this lady is very experienced, Charlie. She doesn't like joking. I was like, okay, wait. So we're coming from the back, and we heard someone screaming. He said, we are doing it like this. I said, hey, Charlie, this lady is what I teach hours. I was like, hey. So we're there, and then my brother, Jonah, if you know Jonah, my twin brother came and said, hey, Charlie, this guy is wild. We are scared. This is a professional level. And then we decided, and that's why you're showing us the voice training.
Hey,
I'm telling you, this lady can do everything: sing, act, everything. And I told Jonathan, I was like, hey, Charlie, can we do this? And that's where the nervousness kicked in, because we were like, hey, we are coming to meet our Sunday school teacher. It's got to. So as time goes on, we realize that this lady is not like that, though, like the way we see her, because when it comes to work, you know how to work. When it comes to play, you know how to play. You know time for everything, and that's one of the reasons why I really admire you a lot. You understand me? It's not easy to get people like you these days. But anyways, moving forward, I don't want to. Like I say, if I see nice girls, especially. I remember one day. Now my eyes there inside, Charlie.
Hey. Today I'm learning things.
My eyes there inside. One day she started calling me dear. I was like, yeah, brother zone.
I think that's the thing. A lot of people underestimate my age. Big time.
I know.
Big time.
So when you said dear, I was like, hey, this one the small brother. You ever funny, sir?
When I enter a room, I just have to study first. And when I see things, I'm like, oh, okay, let's understand. The age is a real thing.
That's true. So when you started calling me dear, I was like, oh, Charlie, This one try luck come far into.
Asa-
Yeah, you be funny, sir. We'll take our L and what
Sure
bounce.
will.
That's what. But it's okay. At least I got my interview. You know, at least I became close to her. You understand me? You know, it's not easy, but yeah. And don't get me wrong, she's a star. You know, she one of your projects. You know, I saw this trending video. Yeah, I'll put it there so you can watch it. You know, where you were doing play and then the pill like. Can I touch you? Like, let me touch you.
You want me to touch you rather?
Okay.
Yeah.
It is not every time I snuggle up to you that I want to have sex. Sometimes I just want you to hold me. But as for you, anytime my body touches yours, pew! Kofi, are you okay? Pew! Kofi, let's go and eat. Pew! Have you put in your offering? Pew!
Hey, it's a lie. It's a lie.
It's a lie.
It's not
every
yes,
time.
It's a lie.
It's a lie.
Yes, you
It's
see.
a lie. Yeah. Yeah.
Sophie, let's go to church.
This person was just talking, vibing. I'll show the video up so you see. You know, it was so nice and she's so good at what she does. You know, I was even telling her how come she does not even take her profession on what she does. You know, you know what she does. Why can't she go back and go and help the people in Africa? Because what she does that, but I'm just saying because nowadays, like, you know, Ghana, we're lacking a lot of stuff. You understand what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, yeah. So tell us about that play. Like, how did you?
Okay, well, I'll start from the beginning. In the beginning.
In the beginning.
In my early 20s, a whole bunch of us at that time, traveling back to Ghana, you used to do it as a family, you know, the whole family. Our parents would save and save and save and then take everybody. But by the time I reached my late teens, we were all starting to go by ourselves. For some reason, I don't know what it was, some home calling be like that.
Hey, Charlie.
So I went on a trip, let's say 2009, with a whole bunch of friends. And I mean, we had such a good time. But also, there was this feeling, there's something about Ghana. There's something about Ghana in general, but Accra in particular. So I went back, a number of us went back. And by, let's say, 2010, 2011, quite a few of us had moved to Ghana, whether those who were born here or in other places had gone to live there, or those who had come for high school had gone back.
Okay.
And so I moved there in 2012. And when I moved there, there's a group, a drama group, now it's a production house called Roverman Productions.
Oh. Another one.
Uncle Ebo White, most people would say. When you say Roverman, if they don't know Roverman, they say, oh, Uncle Ebo
Uncle
White.
Ebo, yeah.
Oh, Ebo White. Oh, my name, no. And then it goes from there. So at that time, Uncle had started Roverman in 2008. I first met them in 2009. And I'd seen 2 of their plays, and I absolutely loved it. So when I went in 2012, I was offered a job there. And that's where I worked for just about 10 years. And the play I was in, the clip you saw, is from a play called Unhappy Wives, Confused Husbands.
Oh, okay.
The interesting thing about that play is it's the first play from Roverman in 2008
that's
that
trending.
literally went viral. I mean, it went in 2008. Theatre wasn't really popular
Like
in
yeah.
Ghana because of all the things that had happened through the coup and all that.
Yeah.
Those who are, I'm quite political, so I know my opinion, but theatre had been killed.
Yeah.
The art in Ghana was dead. There are artists, there are talented people, but nothing was happening because of the curfews people had, the hunger and all of that. So by 2008, it was a new thing for someone to say, yeah, sure, it was National Theatre. We're doing a show at the National Theatre. So he
That was
had
some people,
lines
because that's the
around
time,
the
yeah.
theatre at that time. That's how popular that play was. I hadn't gotten to Ghana yet, of course. But from there, they started doing a new play every 3 months in Accra at the National Theatre. So the one you saw is actually from 2020,
Hey.
just around COVID's craziness. And or was it 2021? One of those 2 years before the theatres were closed down because of COVID.
COVID, okay.
And that play was recorded. So I played the role of, maybe I forgot character, Baba. No, not Baba. Hey, I forgot the character name. Charlie, it's been long.
I know.
Point is, I played the role that, and another girl whose name was Baba. At the time I met her, she used to play that role. And the joke I did, the pion
The pion,
joke,
the
came
film.
from an artist who's now called Adipazila. She's a gospel singer in Ghana.
Okay.
She also played that role the year before I did. And when she does that pure thing, I cried with laughter. I just added a few things to make it my own because I think that's respectful. You can
Yeah,
take someone's
take some,
material, but
yeah.
you have got to make it your own. And somehow the video trended because social media is crazy.
Like I said, I'm going to put a video on there. It's so good. It's so good. You know, normally you see my videos, right? Like, or if you've not seen it, you're yet to see it. When I go out there, I like to act. I want to dress up, like put on my swag, on. You understand what I mean? Like look good. But when I heard that she's coming to town, I was like, nah, I have to wear my allergic clothes. I have to look professional. I have to look like, I have to be very mature because I'm talking to a mature person. So then I was like, nah, I can't really take my, I have to take my chances, and that play really went viral. And you're also on another project, which is the Harry Potter, the
Yep.
Cursed Child.
So I moved back
Children?
to Australia in 2021 for family reasons.
Okay.
And obviously there was another lockdown, most of you remember, in Sydney. But during that time, I had gotten a new agent because I was like, look, I'm back in Australia. I might as well give it a go. Because by the time I left Ghana, I mean, the thing with being in Ghana, it seems like a dream. I was there for 10 years. People were like, how are you doing it? But I went through a lot. There are a lot of struggles being diasporan and coming to a place where everybody has a preconceived idea of who you are, what you're meant to be, what you should like, how you should dress. So by the time I came back, I was tired. I was just over everything. And I was actually ready to give up. I went into customer service, which is what I was doing in high school here before I went into studying performance. And I was like, that's what I'm going to do. And a friend of mine was like, ridiculous. She sent my pictures to her agent, and her agent was like, yep, I want to represent her. We spoke, and one of the first theatre auditions I got was for Harry Potter. I believe it was a blessing. I know it was a blessing, but I also think God was moving because right now as an actor, most of your auditions are through what we call self-tapes. So you record the script yourself and you send that. With that, for theatre especially, you can't feel the person's energy. And theatre really translates with energy. Yeah. That's what makes it different to film or cinema. Or television. So for that show, I actually got an in-person audition. And I thank God because I was able to go into the room and give what I knew I could. Whereas if I was on camera, connecting is different. So I auditioned for that in, I think, October or November 2021. And I forgot about it because these days, the auditions you're doing, it's better not to be like, oh God. You just, God, if this is your plan, let it work. If not, we move. So I was working on another show called 7 Methods of Killing Kylie Jenner that was being produced by Darlinghurst Theatre. And I got the call that I was offered my contract in December, Christmas Eve. Christmas Eve, my agent called and she's like, look, this is your Christmas present.
Wow.
You've got the role. And I was screaming. I was just like, oh my God. So yeah, I've been in Melbourne for the last year working on that show. So yeah, Melbourne Nights, come and see it if you see this before July.
If we don't see it, go and watch it. I think the trailer will be on after. I think you guys are doing videos. Will it be on YouTube?
Nope, it's a play. So you got to come to the theater and see it live. It's not the films. The books have come out. The movies have come out. This is a play.
Yeah, I was telling my one of my production manager, Jonathan. I was telling him about there's this lady coming, and then I showed him. And it's like, oh yeah, I know this play. I'm like, oh wow, it's very famous, But for me, I'm just surprised to see a nice person like you, involved, especially talking about Christ, because you don't really see that these days. Mm-hmm. And you getting a job, you're saying, you thank God, and some people will just give glory to themselves, because they put in the hard work themselves. They went there themselves, they represented themselves, and they got a job. So, but for you to actually, bring God and say it's the will of God is actually shocking.
It's important for me. I have a very, what's the word we'll use? My opinion of ministry is broad. A lot of people be like, oh, I'm in full-time ministry. And for them, it means that they are serving within the 4 walls of the church full-time or they're preaching full-time. And that's what gives them their bread and butter. But I believe that we're all ministers in our own way. And the church, the room, the building, the community, we're already saved,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, of
That's why
course.
we're here every week.
Yeah.
So what I find important is viewing your work or looking at your work as your calling. Now, there are people whose calling is separate. Someone who will go into corporate or whatever and they don't believe they're called there. But that is actually the front line. That's the front line of your ministry. That's where you're face to face with non-believers every day.
Yeah.
It's not when you're in the comfort of seeing people you
telling
know
you,
and you're
it's more like
blowing tongues and things and
evangelism.
everybody gets it. The
Yeah.
front line is being in front of people every day that don't know Christ
Yeah.
and showing how he lived. It's not about preaching, giving the word or whatever. It's about a daily example of Christ, a friend, a comforter, someone who can offer wisdom, abundant life, which is what Christ came to give us. He died and rose again, so we don't have condemnation, we don't have ritual,
Yep.
and so that we have abundant life and life more abundantly. So if you're living small and you're not sharing what God has done for you and giving glory to him through your daily job, then what are you doing? So it might sound, it's not to sound judgmental, but just to be like, for me, my work is my ministry. That industry is dark. There's a lot of darkness there because this world is not our home. And so, yeah, you can use your skills, but you've got to be out there and be happy about and proud of what you do. So those who I connect with at work know I'm a Christian, and I believe that's the seed. God takes care of the rest. He gives one to plant, one to water, one to harvest.
Yeah.
That's how I work.
Okay. About your movies, going back about your movies, I was just thinking, so would you ever, because in the African industry, apart from like Nigeria, who is doing really well, their movies are all on Netflix and stuff. When you go to Gollywood like this, why, I was thinking, your intelligence that you have in this industry, if one day you can use that impartation on people back home, it will really be. Because you can even help Nana McBrown and
Hey,
yeah, and then
the truth is, let me
Yvonne
be
Nelson,
honest.
those.
Oof.
I'm telling you, it's just.
They don't need me. That's the truth. Like I said before, being from diaspora, having an Aussie accent or a foreign accent is a huge threat to Ghanaians. And like I said earlier, I look a lot younger than I am.
Yeah.
So people don't take me seriously at first. It takes them a long time to figure me out. But I will say a few things. One thing is, Ghanaians have been doing well in film for a long time. It's just that Ghanaians don't know how to accept what is their own very well. We don't know how to embrace it. We don't know how to hype it. And so we have films like Heritage Africa, Love Brewed in the African Pot by Kwao Ansah.
Yeah.
These are quality Hollywood Hollywood-style feature films that most Ghanaians will refer to but not understand how brilliant they were on all levels, from acting to set design. That's one. Two, we forget how many Ghanaian filmmakers are on Netflix because our definition of what is a Ghanaian filmmaker is not the way a Nigerian will define a Nigerian filmmaker. And that's the issue. Nigerians, whether you're born in Texas, Poland, or Niger, if you say you're Niger, they will take you
They'll
and be
support
happy
you.
for
I'm
you.
telling you.
But Ghanaians, the minute if you're
think
born
you're
in
coming
Ghana
for
and you
their job.
leave, they draw a line. If you were born outside of Ghana, they draw a bridge.
Yeah.
And so you have filmmakers like Blitz the Ambassador, who's also an award-winning rapper, who's also an author, who's also a director. He's directed for Beyonce. He's got, Blitz is a huge star. He was the first Ghanaian film on Netflix. But I'm telling you, if you ask 10 Ghanaians,
I don't think.
Ghana and abroad, they won't know Blitz the
I
Ambassador.
don't know.
And he's a Motana, he's a Akora. He went to Achimota.
Hey.
Huge.
So you even came from Ghana. I thought you studied like abroad.
No. And
The
so
only one we
have
know is
Blitz.
like Lil Wayne and Jacko.
So look for The Burial of Kojo. That's on Netflix. That's Blitz.
Okay.
We have Leila Jansi. She was born, raised in Ghana. She moved to LA. And she's made 2 or 3 films, one of which I think was either award-winning or nominated, like Cotton Twines and I Sing of a Well. Again, Hollywood standard, brilliant production quality. Ghanaians don't know it. But they're all on Netflix. But because our opinion of what a Ghanaian film should look like is more glamorous, we miss out on the fact that these things are happening. Shirley Frimpong Mansell is on Netflix. Sparrow TV. Sparrow has an app of its own. You can subscribe and watch the content. So the content is there, but our opinion of the work is not high, even when it's good. Aloe Vera was award-winning. Most Ghanaians didn't like it.
Yeah.
Gold Coast Lounge, Pascal Aka, also on Netflix. We didn't like it. So I think for me, the attitude is less of how can I help. Having said that, this is the flip side. I moved to Ghana and I was there for 10 years, like I said, and I gave everything I had. So even though my time at the places I worked at has ended, if I go there today, or if anyone goes there today, they'll know where my hand was. From the admin side, the call center side, right through to the choreography and how that backstage works, I know where my hand was. So in a sense, I did my best to help, and I did,
So you
but
left
I
your mark
didn't
there.
come there, I didn't go there to help. I didn't view myself as a black version of a white savior. Oh, me free West and team. I know what's up. I was stubborn. I was assertive. I made my point clear.
Of course.
But my mindset was always, we're in this together. So that's one thing I would advise. We shouldn't necessarily have the mindset of we have to go and help, because they'll tell you we don't need your help.
Yeah.
And in many ways they don't. What works for a Ghanaian works for a Ghanaian. What works for a Ghanaian abroad works for a Ghanaian abroad. So the question is, do I want to contribute? If I see a gap in the market, do I want to fill it? If you want to fill it, go and fill it. But if you enter Accra, if you enter Kumasi and you think that
hot
like,
too, it'll be hot.
nah, it won't work. Nkoye.
Like, if you just joined us, I'm here with the most beautiful, lady I've ever seen. Her name is, Effie, Miss Ghana, Miss Australia, Miss Universe, Miss World, Miss everything. She be nice. But the truth is only one truth. If someone is nice, she's nice. Forever young, the lady don't grow. That's how she is. Forever young, I'm telling you. And this person is a very nice lady. So if you just join us, I'm here with the lovely Effie. You have, apart from the movies, you have another project you do. You're a fashion designer. You have your own clothes wear. I've seen some of the pictures. I'm like, this girl never stop working. She does everything. She's saying, she's an actress. She's someone who loves work and enjoys what she does. Can you please tell us more about that?
So Kezia Jemima, remember just before I was saying that, if you find a gap, fill it. When I first moved to Ghana in 2012, when I visited, I think friends and I were trying to go shopping. And at that time, I think the Accra Mall had just been built. But the kind of clothing you could get there, a lot of the shops in the mall were from South Africa. So the clothing they were selling was too heavy and hot. Jackets, jeans, like heavy stuff. Ghanaians can't wear that on a daily unless they want to flex.
Of course.
But if
Ghana there, if you want to flex, you want to dress it out.
you wear Timberlands to the beach, you feel me? But like,
even winter jacket, can you go wear?
You wear it. And for me, I was just like, this is frustrating. And then there were a lot of boutiques. Ghanaians like boutiques. But what boutique means is that someone has picked a lot of sale items somewhere, sent it back in a container, and it's all 11111. So if you like something, you don't have the size range.
Yeah.
So it frustrated me a lot. And I don't really do bend down boutique or thrift or op shopping. Now it's called thrift shopping. So I was like, okay, how can I offer something where people can get a size range? So if they like something, they know that they can get it in a small or a large or whatever. But also, how do I work with local seamstresses and tailors to build a sense of manufacturing in Ghana? Because we have the skills. All these countries are manufacturing en masse. Now, things have changed in the last 10 years because we look more at ethical and sustainable manufacturing. So you're not going to turn things out the same way China or Bangladesh or Vietnam does. But we definitely have the ability in Ghana. And I believe that people are so talented, they should be paid their worth. So that was my question. How do I fill that gap? So I started working on looking for more Western designs and finding a way to make it relevant for Ghanaian women to wear. I told at the time, someone I considered a mentor about the idea. And he was like, no, stay in the arts, do what you're good at, don't go into business. So I put everything down. And then over time, I started watching other people pick it up. And I was like, the fire is still burning. So I'm going in. So 2020, it took me 5 years.
Wow.
2020, I went to him and I said, I've got my first collection. I've done a photo shoot. This is what it is. I'm starting. Wow. And that was hard because it was someone that in Ghana I had taken as a father figure. So going back to say that I'm doing it my way, it was hard, but I really believed in it. And so that's where Kezia Jemima came from. It's named after 2 of Job's 3 daughters. After the enemy had his way, everything was restored.
My name is David, but I said I'll call my name Davido. See, you gave me nice name. Oh.
You've come to take someone's name.
I've taken, even the Davido, I know it's someone's name, so I added man Davido. So I'm man, human being, Davido.
So far as you know the meaning, and it works for you.
See, someone's name is for, like I said, if you just join it, this is the vibe show. It's all about the vibes. You feel the vibe. I feel the vibe. This one is not. You told us about your amazing projects that you do and stuff. This is a little bit personal. I don't want to ask, but I just wanted to spit it out. You understand? I'm sure someone wants to ask the same thing. One day I was talking to this pretty girl, beautiful Effie, and Nana, Nana, she's gone out with an before. This Ewe guy, there was luckiest guy, but I don't know what happened. But we are always like, I don't know. You know what I mean? So apart from, I know you. Anyways, I don't want to. I know people are here. These single people. You want to. You know what I want to ask. You know what I want to ask. But yeah, we just wanted. How did you went this person? Now you don't have to really say, but I know some people. They want to me. I want to know. Now my eyes there. Like I said, I want to know. So the Ewe, is it true? Ewe people are too no.
Hey.
Is it? Me, I'm not too no. But yeah, this is true.
This is a heavy question.
Ewe people are Ghanaians. They're from. Well, anyways, they said they're not too really. But yeah, anyways.
I mean, the scramble for Africa messed a lot of things up. It should have been one nation, but then they split it in half. Togo, Ghana.
It's the same.
In Ghana, everyone had every. I don't use the word tribe. It annoys me. I think tribe, for its historical connotations, just takes away all the good things about every ethnic group, which is what I prefer to use, ethnic group or nation, right? And so I think every ethnic group in Ghana has what it's known for. I'm Fanti, obviously. So what am I known for? I like food. I like laughing. I like making people. Concepts.
Maths and English.
Maths.
There's something about
concepts. Concepts. Food and laughter. But yes, we're also very intelligent and open-minded. Fantis are very open-minded. I think part of that comes from the fact that we're matrilineal and not patrilineal. So there's a more ease to our culture. Ewe people, I've never heard anyone say Ewes are too known. But I think you're pretty tough. You can be tough when you want to be tough.
Like
and when you want to be tough, you do not stop.
They don't give up.
Stop. If they want something.
That's what.
And I've had people say it to me. I worked with someone who would tell me from her mouth, if somebody chokes me at work, she's like, I'll sit down and I will plan it. Even if it takes her 5 years, she'll choke you back. And I think that's something that hardworking, it was a hardworking, very focused, but you like aggro, but you don't like aggro. Like aggro until a point. When the line is drawn, run.
See, I told you. Oh, I told you. See, Ewe people, one thing about Ewe people, if it's good, then I'm an Ewe.
Yeah.
I know,
Interesting. Why?
I know Ewe people. When we want something, we try, fight for it, go for it, full vim till we get it. You understand?
Yeah.
We don't rest though till we get that. And when
Yeah.
we get it, then we start church and small. So yeah, but yeah, so far we are good though. I think so far anyone I spoke to about any Ewe person says good stuff. Like I said,
Yeah.
so are you? Your marriage, you have to invite me. You have to sing. When I get married, I have a whole band where you can come sing some
That's it.
Afro gospel.
And
for
very
you.
good, very good, very good. We've
I
had.
say, I'm here with my wonderful Effie once again, and it's such a pleasure. It's an honor to actually invite her. You understand? It's not really easy. If you see all her hard work, I don't think I'm even wet sitting with her. It's, to be honest, I'm not. I know. She's very humble, but they have class and levels. You understand me? But this lady is very humble. She comes to everyone's standard, understands them, talk with them. And that's what human beings are for. That's the way forward. You move along, you understand each other, we work together. People that are less, you bring them up. That's what it's about. You understand? So it was such a privilege to actually invite her on the show, and I thought she was not going to come, but she was like, "Hey, one day we do, I'll try and come." And she's, yeah, I'm so happy
For the culture, innit? For
You
the
know,
people,
I'm so-
them,
I'm
for
so
the man,
happy.
them, for the girl, them. You know what I mean?
Like I said, it's all about the vibe.
It's all about the vibes. And concert, obviously.
I'm Coco. You see me around everywhere I did. I don't want to say funerals. Weddings, I'm there. Parties, I'm there. Gospel, even children's party, I'll be there to interview people, to understand, to also take some top point. Tell them like what's up. You understand? That's why the vibe show is there. This is the vibes with Man Davido. It was amazing talking to you. It was amazing having you on the show. It's a privilege bringing you here, and I'm sure everyone watching are so glad that you came on the show to talk. First of all, I just want to thank my media personnel, my production team, everyone. They're so amazing. Jonathan and Big Knock, amazing people. They made this happen, and I'm so privileged to be alive to see this day and to have an interview with you. It was so nice talking to you.
You too.
Like I said, you the feel that vibe. I feel. Let me play the song, please. Hey, we're going to dance more before we leave. Hey.
Me, I've retired from dancing.
You right? You the feel that? I the feel that vibe. With my large dress. You the feel that? I the feel. Hey. Catch you next time, man. We are out. We are outside. Man, the video. You the feel that vibe.